This book, it's one of the best-selling books of the last decade. You've seen this bright orange cover everywhere. And let's be honest, most of us bought it or thought about buying it because of the title. We bought it because we're tired, we're overwhelmed. We give way too many f***s about way too many things. What our boss thinks, what that ex is posting on Instagram, why that person in traffic cut us off, why we aren't as successful, rich, hot, happy as we're supposed to be. We wanted a permission slip to just stop caring, to become indifferent, to be untouched. I read all 200+ pages, and I'm here to tell you, if that's why you read it, you missed the entire point. The title is a misdirection. It's a brilliant piece of marketing, but it hides the real message. The book is not about not giving a f***. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It's a book about how to give a f***, who to give a f*** about, and what to give a f*** about, because you only have a limited supply. I boiled the entire book down to one single life-changing idea. It's the one part that, once you get it, makes every other chapter click into place, and that's the only part that truly matters. So first, what's the problem Manson is trying to solve? It's what he calls the feedback loop from hell. This is when you get anxious about being anxious. You get angry about being angry. You feel guilty about feeling guilty. You've essentially started giving a f*** about your own feelings, which sends you into a spiral. We live in a culture that is obsessed with positive thinking, good vibes only. We're told that the key to happiness is to have no negative emotions. But Manson says this is the disease. The desire for a more positive experience is, in itself, a negative experience. And, paradoxically, the acceptance of one's negative experience is, in itself, a positive experience. Most of us are stuck in this loop because our values are garbage. We value feeling good all the time. So the second we don't feel good, we panic and we've failed. This leads to the subtle art itself. Manson points out that there's no such thing as not giving a f***. It's impossible. You have to give a f*** about something. The real question is what you choose to give a f*** about. He says the problem with most of us is that we don't know how to budget our f***. We spray them everywhere, like a broken sprinkler, on every minor inconvenience and every person's opinion. He argues that maturity is learning to become selective. It's reserving your precious, limited f*** for the things that truly matter. Your family, your core principles, your most important work. And this is where people still get it wrong. They think, okay, so I'll just not care about work drama or the rude person at the store, but they're still missing the core concept. They're missing the part that changes your entire life. Okay, here it is, the single most important idea in this entire book. If you forget everything else, remember this. You do not get to choose a life without problems. You only get to choose which problems you want to have. That's it. Manson's entire argument is that happiness is not the absence of problems. Happiness is the process of solving problems. The joy is in the climb, not in sitting at the top of a problem-free mountain. This completely reframes laziness and giving up. It's not that we want to avoid problems, it's that we have problems we don't like. The secret to a good life is not to wish for a life with no problems, but to find problems you enjoy solving. Think about it. The problem of I'm sore, tired, and sweaty is a better problem than I'm out of breath walking up the stairs and I hate my body. Both are problems. One is the result of choosing the value of health. The problem of I'm stressed about this difficult negotiation with a client is a better problem than I'm terrified of making a sales call and I'm broke. The problem of my partner and I are having a difficult, honest conversation is a better problem than I'm lonely and hiding my true feelings. This is the only part that matters. What problems are you choosing? Because your life is defined by the problems you're willing to spend your time solving. So, if the goal is to get better problems, how do you do that? Manson's answer is simple. You choose better values. Your problems are just a symptom of your values. If your value is pleasure above all, your problem will be that you're never satisfied and you're always avoiding pain. If your value is being liked by everyone, your problem will be that you're a people pleaser with no backbone. These are what he calls values. They are because they are external. They rely on other people, like being the center of attention. Destructive. They feel good but lead to a worse life, like addiction. Uncontrollable. They are outside your power, like being rich or being right all the time. Good values, on the other hand, are internal. They are based on your own actions, like honesty. Constructive. They feel hard but lead to a better life, like discipline. Controllable. You can enact them right now, like curiosity or taking responsibility. When you change your value from being right to honesty, your problem changes. You stop having the problem of, why won't this idiot agree with me? And you start having the problem of, how can I communicate my truth without being a jerk? That is a much better problem. When you change your value from pleasure to health, you stop having the problem of, why do I feel gross? And you start having the problem of, what healthy meal can I cook tonight? So, after reading this whole book, I realized the subtle art is not about saying to the world. It's about saying to your own superficial, distracting, and destructive values. It's about looking at the trivial things you care about, the social media likes, the petty arguments, the need to be right, and choosing to save your for something that matters. The only part of this book that matters is this. Your life will be defined by what you are willing to struggle for. You can't escape the struggle. You can't escape the pain. All you can do is choose a struggle that gives your life meaning. All you can do is choose a pain that you welcome, like the soreness after a workout or the vulnerability of an honest conversation. So ask yourself, what are you giving a and what problems are those choices giving you? Are they problems you're proud to have? If not, it's time to change your values. That's the real secret. Thanks for watching.